Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Corb here, and today we are jumping into episode 14 of our playthrough, if you can believe that. For a second, real quick, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support, my loyal viewers, and to everyone new here. My goal for the end of the month was to get to 100 subscribers, and we have very quickly passed that, and we have jumped up to 150. So thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart for the support. And anyone new here, please consider joining our wonderful family as well. So thank you so much, each and every one of you. So today's episode, we are jumping right back where we left off in the last one. We have finished cultivating, or rather sowing our fields. And they are starting to grow right now. They're going to spend most of the year growing. So we're doing barley. We're doing barley. We're doing a little bit of wheat as well. It looks like they kind of just gave up on this field here. But you know what? It is what it is. And it looks like they gave up on this one also. Maybe they just ran out of time for the sowing season. That's okay. And this middle one here, we're just doing some fallow. So hopefully we can get some more fertility up there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys off. We don't have to worry about using them anytime soon. All right, because we got to just let those fields do their thing. Back in our town over here, we are kind of slowing down in our expansion. We did in a couple episodes ago, if you guys remember, we were making a few more roads heading south towards our new area that we control down here, which is Ruth. We did have our first comment for naming this city. Halsafe, thank you so much for commenting on the video. I know you said you're terrible with names and that you said call it City 2. And with that, I was thinking myself, okay, well, technically Williamsburg is City 1. So City 2 down here, if it's just City 2, I was thinking just playing off of what you said. And we'll just make this South Williamsburg. And then maybe we'll just combine the two cities together once they are large enough. So City 2, South Williamsburg. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much for the idea. I really appreciate that. So we're going to continue to grow this up. And what we're doing is we're actually going to start building this one north. Where we left off last time, we're getting a couple burgage plots, just getting our food situation set up down here, and fuel, and getting our logging company up and running. So this is going to continue to kind of just build itself up, hopefully get a little bit more approval. We are going to still work on this church. I think that's probably what they'll start working on next. And then I also want to start buying some more animals for them down here. So let's go ahead and upgrade that stable. Okay, we should have one other. Did we ever make a hitching post down here? We did. We'll go ahead and we'll turn that to a stable too. I do want to start ordering some more oxen for these guys down here also. So we got 2 people on their lumber camp. We got some woodcutters. We got the saw pit going. Forester's hut, which we can put somebody in soon so we can start regrowing these trees also. And it looks like we're going to be doing fine on food because we built in a spot where food's not far away, and neither are these deposits that we're going to be going after, this clay deposit here. So that is going to be lovely. And then, like I said, building up this way. And eventually, these two cities will hopefully join together. Okay, awesome. So jumping back up here, let's speed this up a little bit. General storage full. Up here, our castle is still looking great, though. We do have that taxation up. It is heavily pulling down our happiness, but you know what? People have to be able to contribute so that we can continue to expand and build and protect. I am doing another playthrough. I'm not recording that one, unfortunately, but I'm just using it to practice. And in that other one, I have been importing some weapons, and that's really helped me out early. So maybe in a future playthrough, if we do another one here, just getting our economy up and running a little earlier. Selling some planks or selling dye and then importing weapons just so we could just take out those bandits and just go and get as many bandits as we can early. Because in that game, I had already conquered my next territory well before Mr. Hildebolt von Barenroot has conquered all of his territories. So it's definitely something to pay attention to going forward. We are also in the process of upgrading our church. Which, did we finish the mining pit? We did finish the mining pit. Let's see. Did we make a... Let's see here. Let's go into construction, industry. did we make a clay furnace? I don't remember if we did. I don't think we did, but that's okay. I think I'm going to end up making that clay furnace up here in some of our other industrial area. Maybe just right up here. I think that'll be fine. Because they're going to have to bring it back up this way anyways to get it to our storehouses. So that'll be okay for now. We're going to put that bad boy right there. Give our people something to do. Alright, did I pull... Why are we still in South Williamsburg? We need to come up here. Is there a way to change this so I can see my population up here? Well, I guess let's jump back down here while we're looking at South Williamsburg. Interesting. I'm going to have to figure out if there's a key binding for that or what I can do to jump back and forth. That's all right. We'll pay attention down here for just a second. Although I do need to get my workers doing something up there. I'm going to go ahead and make this our highest priority building that we're working on right now, because that's going to get people moving in down here. Williamsburg. Oh, wow. We threw that together real fast. Okay, cool. Oh, yes, because we got 11 unassigned families. Okay, let's get these guys working again. I'm going to... You know, I think we really should probably move our forestry up here in the not too long future. If we do want to end up moving and expanding down here, our forestry situation that we have is going to, unfortunately, fade. I don't want to interrupt our berries and our wild animals, so we'll probably build along this road like this coming down. I think that's going to be our game plan. But as of right now, they can keep cutting there. I am going to... They've got 29 logs there. I think we might go ahead and build another forestry up here. I know that's a little ways away, but that's okay. We've got so many animals working now. We'll be just fine. 5 oxen. Not amazing, but not terrible. So let's go ahead. We're going to keep this going forward. Let's get another forestry set up here. So we'll do our logging camp. We will do our woodcutter lodge. Okay, we will do our saw pit. And then we will do another forester's hut here also. Perfect. And if we get some charcoal kilns going early as well, or English. If we can go ahead and start working towards some of this technology too, it might not be a bad idea. Although I know we don't have any deep... Oh, no, we do. We have to get our rich iron deposit. So I think in Williamsburg, we're going to go ahead and do charcoal burning and deep mining coming up here very soon as well. Okay. So let's jump on back in. Let's see where we can assign these families here. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit because I know we will need to jump back down into our game below us as well, or a team below. Let's get some more people on this forager's hut because we've got that rich berry deposit there. I'm going to put one person on our dyer's workshop as well. Let's get another person at this logging camp. Let's get a person. We got that. Oh, we can upgrade that though. Storehouse upgrade. Woodcutter's lodge. We are going to need a little bit more fuel. Yeah, let's get one more there. And then saw pit also. And our food situation is kind of going down, which is to be expected after winter. But we've got 3 people working this. Let's put one more there. Let's put one person on our clay furnace. And let's get somebody down here on our mining pit, and let's start getting this clay deposit going, because I want to start upgrading that church. All right, everyone is where they should be up here. All right. It's so weird, because I can hover over Williamsburg, and it immediately switches me to Williamsburg, but then I come back up here. Oh! Well, you know, who said this game wasn't in early access? Am I right? All right, so we're going to let them be for a little bit. We got people working on what they need to be doing. Down here, it looks like we are getting this church up and running. They're moving everything over. Okay, granary. Okay, let's upgrade these guys. Perfect. Awesome. Everybody is looking good, I think. We're doing fine on food down here. Fuel, we're doing okay on as well. We do have our forager's hut. So our berries are down there, but they're doing fine on resources with that. Okay. Awesome. So I'm thinking, let's go ahead and get a game plan going for this here. We'll do something like that, because we've got our stone deposit up there as well. Just get an idea of how we're going to lay this out in the future here. Now, we could also, with our foresting, our logging camp here, we'll clear all this out because we definitely want to build up this way. But then actually we'll probably eventually end up making our forester area over here as South Williamsburg continues to expand. Okay. So burgage plots are looking good down here. We've got one field there. We need to go ahead and get a second vegetable garden there. That's perfect. Okay. And then once this is done, what we're probably going to want to start doing almost immediately is going for our clay deposits here. Because once we do that, we can start exporting from this city, and that's what's going to get this city money. I also probably want to do something with, what is it? The pack station where you can trade and barter between regions. Let's go ahead and put one of these guys down here. That'll work. Awesome. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's a good spot for it. I haven't built one yet, so we're going to give that a shot. All right. It is June now. They are continuing to work on that. I'm actually going to hit this up to highest. I think some of these other one might have some medium. Yeah, that way they'll put that church ahead of everything else. All right, let's take a look back up here at Williamsburg itself. All right, let's see. Let's see how we're doing. If we're getting these roof tiles started, plowing by hand. Oh, they're working over in the houses. But we've got people down here. Oh yeah, we'll have these roof tiles before we know it. Before we know it, we will have them up and set. Okay, let's take a look back up here. We've got some burgage plots being worked, plowed there. Perfect. That is going to be future food for us. Also, how are we doing on sheep? 30 of 41 sheep. That is not bad. Do we have a set number? Okay, so we're just set to import, so we're not going to import any more of those because we're already over that. And how many lamb do we have? 9 lamb. So those will grow up in the next couple of years. And we can actually probably, once we get up to maybe 35, because I never want to get kind of up to that 40 number, maybe we'll go ahead and start selling some sheep. Maybe even selling lamb. Let's take a look at our livestock. Lamb sell for 10. Is there a export? Okay, so import-export price is the same for sheep regardless. So, oops, it looks like I might have exported one. That's okay. So, yeah, it looks like it's actually worth it to let them grow up into sheep. So maybe here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and, because it looks like we're going to have quite a few lamb growing. 9 lamb, 20 sheep. So let's set our livestock trading post to export if we have more than 30 sheep. I think that's going to be good. So that way we can start selling our sheep once we get up to a good point. So if we have 30 sheep, that gives us 11 lamb space. So I think that'll be good. That means we can have at least 11 growing at all time. I think that's going to be really good for our exports there. Storehouse is being upgraded. Clay furnace is getting there as well. Roof tiles, we have our first one. Perfect. One thing I have noticed as well that I've been messing up in this game is it's very important to make homes that can have that extra living space, because it does take less fuel to fuel those homes. You can have double the families and half the fuel, basically. So it is going to be very important that we do that. So we're just going to keep upgrading these instead of building new homes right away. And I think that's going to really help us long term. So, because don't want to run out of fuel. Definitely don't want to run out of fuel. That would be a problem. But we're doing okay on fuel right now. Our woodcutters have been doing a great job. And once we get those charcoal kilns, it's really, really going to help us a lot. All right, so it is June. How long do we have? 68 days before we can start harvesting. That'll be perfect. That will be perfect, and then we can start getting some more ale for our tavern, which is still doing fine, honestly, in ale. And heck, if we get to a point where we're doing so well with ale, then we can probably, honestly, just start exporting some, which would not be a bad source of income also. All right, how are we doing? Berries are looking good. Our dyer workshop is doing well also. We have people working in our granary, I would hope. Forester's Hut. There's our clay furnace. Where is our most closest granary? There it is. Oh, yeah. We're doing fine on berries. Food here. Berries carrying us. Definitely, for sure, berries carrying us right now. But we should be getting some more vegetables. Once we planted these burgage plots here, these are really going to carry us a long way as well once we get those up and running. And if we can honestly get a few more chicken coops in some of our smaller homes here, like I think we could probably even, let's take a look here, maybe get some of these, maybe some of these guys that aren't going to be able to do a whole lot here. Do they have people living in them? They do. I'm going to go ahead, let's buy some more chicken coops here. I just want that steady source. We're going to end up having plenty of burgage plots, so let's just get some chicken coops. There we go. Perfect. Get those started. And that will help us offset a little bit of that food as well. Because it's just going to be passive food where we don't really have to do a whole lot. Which is going to really, really be nice going through the winter. And I'm assuming man, we are going through that clay deposit now. We're almost half depleted it. But that's okay. You know what? Because we're about to have our huge clay deposit down here. Oh, they have finished the church down in South Williamsburg. Awesome. That is going to get our approval up. How are we doing on our homes here? We have 9 families, 17 living space. I think we've already upgraded all of these. Perfect, perfect. Let's go ahead. We're not really making any money, so I don't want to buy too much down here. Let's get another oxen, because we definitely need that down here. South Williamsburg, large granary. We've upgraded all of that. We have a few more families. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit here. All right, so what do we want to work on now? I think it's going to be getting our clay deposit up and running. I think I'm going to end up maybe even putting another storehouse up here because we're going to need it just for that clay. And we might even put our trading post up here because it's going to be so close to the clay. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to, whoops, what am I doing? Mining. Let's start working on this clay deposit. Oop, let's go that way. There we go. Okay. And then industry, let's get a clay furnace. And we're probably just going to put that, honestly, right next to it. But let's just make this a little even here. There we go. Get some roads going. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put down that clay furnace. And we'll set that guy right there. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So that is looking good there. That's what this team will start working on here. And honestly, too, while we're at it, let's go ahead and just get our trading post set up because this is what this town, South Williamsburg, is going to be working on. We'll go ahead and get that livestock trading post working on it as well. And we're going to probably want another hitching post up here also. Perfect. I think that's going to be a good combo. Is there any water seams up here? There is. Let's put a well right there so our people have some water up here also. Okay, let's go ahead and get that fast forwarding. We're going to jump back up here to Williamsburg. It looks like that bug has gone away here for the moment, which is really nice. All right, we've got 53 days before our harvest. Got our people really working hard down here. So they're doing well. They are doing well. Food is doing okay as well. Are we starting to get some vegetables? Not just yet. That's okay. That's probably going to be in the fall where we can start getting those. We're not quite ready to upgrade our church just yet. But we do have people working in this woodcutter lodge. How many livestock do we have? 5. Oh, sorry, not woodcutter lodge, saw pit. I almost want to put a permanent livestock animal on this saw pit. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get somebody because we need to continue to make these planks. Alrighty. There we go. So they're going to be working towards that because I definitely want to upgrade our church as quick as possible. How are we doing on clay furnace? 5? That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, down here, how far have we gotten? Not bad as well. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I think this is where we're going to end this episode. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but we've got a little pause here, I think, in everything that we are working on. We are going to be waiting a few more days for the barley to be ready to be, what is the word I'm looking for? Harvested. And once we get that barley harvested, we'll make more beer, and we'll be getting ready for the winter. So tune back in for this next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in part 15. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great one. Peace!